Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Dudes Who Bet Daily. Magic and Papa Dude with you. Aaron is taking the day off here, but we're still coming at you with some winners. Papa Dude, I apologize. I owe you an apology. I made fun of you for your Bears plus whatever pick, and the Bears just made fun of the Washington whatever they are last night. So good job with that pick last night.
Well, that was just one of those lucky ones. I went to my niece's volleyball game last night, and I had no idea what was going on because we were in a town that doesn't have any service, phone service, at least on our plan. It didn't, and so I didn't get home till I don't know, after 9 o'clock. And Aaron texted me and said, "Way to go! Look at the Bears." I had no idea what the score was. And then I thought they were going to blow it there towards the end, so held on to get a win. Washington's not very good, so
yeah, that's it's nice that they bury that game on Thursday night because then Sunday doesn't get ruined by whatever just happened. Then it's like, all right, we got that out of the way early. We'll just all right now. It's like eating your broccoli first and then saving the cheesecake for the end there.
But I tell you, there's some dogs on Sunday. I don't know if you've looked yet, but there's some bad ones on Sunday.
Well, there are some good games. There are some good games tonight. Two college football games we'll talk about. We'll kick off Nebraska and Illinois. Nebraska plus 3.5 at Illinois, trading 42.5, 43 right now. Any feel for this game, Papa Dude?
It's a tough one because they both suck. And, when two teams are really bad, it's tough to pick one of them. If I had to take one, I would take Nebraska, and I'll say that just because Aaron's not on here because he gives me crap about Nebraska all the time. But I just think Illinois is bad, and the thing is, so's Nebraska. So you can't really, you might look at the under on this because neither team can score much.
Yeah.
So I might go the under. If I was going to bet the point spread, I'd go Nebraska, because Illinois is just not very good.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Nebraska's passing attack is seventh worst in the country and second worst among Power 5 programs. So it sounds like it's going to be a ball control game. So I'm with you. I would go the under on this one, but it's just that's not a pretty game. However, the next game, the other game we'll talk about, Kansas State at Oklahoma State. Kansas State, a 12-point favorite on the road. The Cowboys, I don't know. This could be a trap game for Kansas State here. 12 seems like a lot to go on the road, and you made it your best bet, Papa Dude. Talk about it.
I did, and I got Curtis here. We're going to get in a little argument. Oklahoma State is not very good, but their coach he's weird. Mike Gundy is weird, but the guy is a good coach. He really is, and they've had 2 weeks to get ready for this game, and I think there'll be some changes made. Their offense played better at Iowa State, their last game, and that's been their main problem. This is a Friday night game. It's blackout night in Stillwater. It's going to be crazy. It's a season-saving game for them. I think they're going to play well. I'm not very high on Kansas State, Curtis, not at all. They went to Missouri and did not beat them. I don't think Missouri is great. They should have won that game if they were that good. I may be wrong tonight. I don't take Oklahoma State at plus 12. I mean, I can't take Kansas State to go in there and beat them that bad. I think Oklahoma State's going to play well tonight.
I think it's a close game. I think it's a tough battle. A stat for you, Oklahoma State, 9 of their last 10 games, the Oklahoma State team total under has cashed. So that's sitting at around 3 touchdowns right now. So if you like them to score fewer than 3 touchdowns tonight, Oklahoma State, see if they go 10 for 11 on the team total under. I mean, this is a team that hosting South Alabama could only score 7 points.
That's true.
And only put up 27 points against Central Arkansas and Arizona State. So, the fact that they went over against Iowa State, but that it just kind of was a weird game and turned into a shootout.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're telling me my bet sucks again. Well, that's okay.
It worked for you yesterday.
We only had 2 games to pick from tonight. So I took the one I felt the best about, because I do watch these teams more because they're in the Big 12. So I do watch them more. And I just felt better about this one. Curtis is mentioning LSU tomorrow at Missouri, and he said, so am I going to take LSU tomorrow at Missouri? Um, I think Missouri's going to win that game. I really do. So, no, I don't have. Okay, Curtis, come on. This is the Blues, not the Rams.
I think Curtis is he's not new, but Curtis is new to the channel thinking this year of Blues. To be fair, when you very first flashed up on screen, you were leaned forward. I just saw the yellow. I thought it was Rams, and then you leaned back. Oh, of course it's Blues. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
But I'm also used to seeing Rams around here, so that's where my brain's at.
True. Yeah.
Well, as Rob said at the start of the show, Papa Dude, it's Keeneland opening day for the fall meet here, Friday, October 6th. And we have 3 Breeders' Cup winning your in races on Friday. They don't screw around at Keeneland. The first of 3 we'll talk about the Grade 2 Phoenix Stakes, race 7, a winning year in for the sprint. The defending champion of this race, Manny Wise, back. He's 6-1. Where did you go in this race?
Where did I go? I just looked at one horse that I like better than anything else, and that's the 7 Bengo. I don't care for many of the others. This horse, again, if you watch the show, I like consistency. Last 8 starts, 5 wins, 3 seconds. That's pretty good. And it's been running in good races. Like the odds. I think we'll get a decent price here. And I just think if the horse runs its race, it's going to win. So I went with the 7 Bengo.
Yeah, he's the 2 times he's run at Keeneland. One time it was behind a horse named Nashville and Breeders' Cup weekend. It was a sprinter for Asmussen who absolutely freaked. And then the other time was he finished a good 4th during the spring meet, which is usually the spring Keeneland meets, one of the toughest meets of the entire calendar year. I tried to go price hunting. I respect Bango. The horse that almost got him last time at Churchill Downs, the number 4 Gulfstream Way. That's my top pick. 8-1 here. 3 starts since he got claimed by Norm Cassie. By the way, Norm Cassie claimed him for $40K and is running back protected all 3 starts. He got a second, got a win and at this distance, and then got a second by a head to Bango. I think the fact that there's going to be 11 horses in here, Papa Dude, I think that makes it a little tougher for Bango to navigate a trip, and I think Gulfstream Way might have a little bit better trip, but I think it's down to those 2 horses. I think the horses that come out of that stakes race at Churchill Downs, the Louisville Thoroughbred Society Stakes, I think that's the way to go, but I do like your 7 as well.
All right, let's go to the next one. This one's tough.
This one this one's crazy. All the horses I like are on the outside of the Grade 2 Jessamine Stakes, so when you're in for the filly and mare, the juvenile fillies turf. Mile and the 16th on the grass. Papa Dude, who's your top pick? This was a toughie.
Well, this is a toughie, and again, they're 2-year-olds, so this is the juvenile delinquent race. We don't know about these horses. The favorite is the 2 Time to Dazzle. I like that name. Won by 3 in its only start at Woodbine. Will this horse come back and run that well again? That's the big question with 2-year-olds. Number 10. I love this name if it's pronounced the way I think it is. Is that pronounced Buku?
Sure. We'll call it Buku. Yeah.
I love that. That's a great name. Buku. Let's name this horse Buku. I like that. Won the last time out in its 4th try. It has run 4 times and won by 4 3/4 at this distance. And I like that in that horse. Then I looked at the 7, Bella Hayes. This horse, let me check here, finished 2nd at a 500K. So it has broke its maiden, then it has raced in a big stakes race and lost by 3. And the horse that beat it, I think, no, it's not. But anyway, then in another 500K, we have the 4, Crown Imperial, that won. The question on that horse, though, is that was at 6.5 furlongs. This is at 1 mile and a 16th. So I don't know where I'm going here, but I like all of those. I think maybe a price might win this one. So I'm going to take a shot on Bella Hayes at 10-1. I'm going to go the 7, Bella Hayes.
We'll see how the turf course is playing. If it plays this speed, a horse like Bella Hayes is really going to benefit from that one. I went with the favorite Time to Dazzle. I loved that Woodbine effort. It was a 1-turn mile race, but she did debut at a mile. She and Louise Saez up, who's always really strong here at Keeneland. but she finished that mile race in the stretch in sub 12-second furlongs, which means she was cooking and had a lot left. So I'm gonna go with her. I don't mind your 7. I like the 4 as well. The only question with the 4, like you said, Papa Dude, is can she handle the 2 turns? Can she stretch out to this distance? The breeding says probably be able to do it. Shotties likes the Johnny Ortiz, the double for race 8 and race 9. He trains the 4 in race 8, and over in race 9, the Alcibiades Stakes, he trains the favorite, number 7, Brightwork, undefeated in 4 straight races. I read Ortiz Jr. riding. Papa Dude said you like consistency. You can't get more consistent than Brightwork in this spot.
No, you can't. At 4 for 4, got Irad riding. You know where I'm going with this, though. Has never ran at this distance. So that's a question mark, right? I mean, it's first time, farthest distance run 7 furlongs. This is a mile and 16th. Can the horse get the distance? But 4 for 4 is tough to bet against. I also looked at the 8. Emery ran great at Saratoga, won by 5 3/4. Brad Cox usually goes to the next step and does well. This is a dangerous horse, I think. Again, that one was at 6 furlongs, so we got to see if it can stretch out. And then you got the 5, VV's Dream. Very impressive. Last time out at a mile in a grade 3, won by 8 3/4. You can't turn that down either. That was at Churchill. So I'm going to go with the 5, VV's Dream.
Yeah, Vivi's Dream. The only time she's lost was a half length to Brightwork, so a couple of good fillies. Yeah, the 8 Emery is scratching. She's gonna run.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna run tomorrow I'm sorry, Sunday in New York. In that race there. It's hard to go against Brightwork. I think she's the most talented horse in here. The scratch of Emery makes me like the 6 Alpine Princess more. Brad Cox will send his best horses generally to Keeneland for these races when it's the spring and the fall meets. So that makes me like Alpine Princess more. I don't know how she's going to handle the pace setup, but she's by Classic Empire out of a Curlin mare, so distance should be fine. I'm going to put the number 3 Candied on top. Just one start, 6 furlongs. She was really green. She had never changed her lead. She was kind of drifting all over the place, but she had so much. She kind of won despite herself. She was so good in that race. Like, it was pure talent that got her to win. I think 6 furlongs, way too short for her. Daughter of Candy Right, she's going to want 2 turns. So she gets Sayas to stay aboard. So I like the 3 Candied, and I like the 6 Alpine Princess. All right, best bets. We're going to stick with horse racing here. Aaron went with the 5 Appraise at Belmont at the Big A, race number 2. Race 2 is the Gio Ponte Stakes. Praise the Chad Brown trainee. There's just 5 horses in here, 3-year-olds. This is a horse that Chad Brown had a lot of faith in as a 2-year-old off of a maiden win, went to 2 straight stakes, got grade 1 placed, missed a bunch of time with injury, came back and was strong in an allowance at Belmont, a good second in a grade 2 at Saratoga. She's facing some other good horses. I keep saying she. He is facing a bunch of really good horses for a 5-horse field, but this seems like the best horse on paper. Did you look at this race at all, Papa Dude?
Yes, I did. I think he may have nailed one this time. You think? You like it? Yeah. I like to pick.
Yeah, I do too. He is a very talented horse. So let's stick with that. My best bet. Yeah, I lost a bet yesterday. My bad. Sorry about that. I did, however, in the race of the day, I did have the winner. I had Portage, so I was happy about that. I'm going to go to Gulfstream for my best bet. Race number 4, horse number 5, Lily Bear. This horse is a 5.5 furlong synthetic sprint. This horse is fast early. Safi Joseph Jr. trains, and she's been first or second in nearly every single race that she's been on this synthetic horse. Another horse that, from a figure standpoint, towers over this field. So I think Lily Bear is a pretty strong single. She's got, like I said, a lot of speed on the synthetic is a big thing. That's something Mike Somich always harps on, is if you're going one turn on the Gulfstream synthetic, you want speed. So I'll go there. You probably didn't look at Gulfstream today. It's kind of a boring card.
I did not.
Yeah, that's
but
okay.
I love the name of the horse. That's great.
Lily Bear.
Yeah, your horse. Yeah, that thing's got to win. With a name like that, it's got to win. So I think we may go 2-1 again today. Guess who's going to miss it? Me. So there you go.
Oh, I was going to say Aaron, but he's not here. All
That's
right.
cool.
Well,
We can rag on him.
I'll give you one bonus bet. Tonight, 10 Eastern, the CFL Winnipeg Blue Bombers at the BC Lions. Play the over. That's going to be an awesome game. Two of the best teams in the CFL. So if you
Who have you got in the WNBA? Who you liking? These are two good teams.
They are. I'm going to go with the Aces because they just blow teams out.
They have Brianna Stewart, right?
Yeah, in Las Vegas. And no, she's in New York. She's with the New York Liberty.
Okay, so that's the other team, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's
Vegas
the team.
is the best. Okay, let me get this straight. Vegas is the best team of the two, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Liberty have Stewart.
Yes.
And that makes them a threat.
Yeah, I mean she's averaging 20 points, 9 boards right now in the playoff, which is just incredible. Yeah, no, she's great. I would take the Aces, but it should be a good series. Those are two very, very talented teams. So yeah, I'll take the Aces there. Mandatory pick six payout at Gulfstream Park on Saturday. So you've got that if you want to check out I did the preview for the Princess Rooney, which is over at Gulfstream, but Keeneland's the big focus, Papa Dude. Coolmore Turf Mile Betting Bible is out. If you become a subscriber, a monthly subscriber at racingdudes.com between now and Saturday, October 7th, you get that included. You get the Breeders' Cup Betting Bible and the Breeders' Cup 14 Trends. $130 value just for a starting price of $70 plus free picks every race, every track across the country. And make sure you come back here tomorrow to check out this good-looking guy right here to my left, as well as his son, Aaron Halchman, for another Dudes Who Bet Daily. Good luck with all of your bets. Any final thoughts, Papa Dude?
No, I was just wondering, the strike is over, the writer's strike, right?
Yeah.
So is the wife back in action?
So she's back on unemployment. When you're striking, you can't collect unemployment, right?
Oh, is that right?
Not, yeah, so... the way it works with writers and actors and everybody in Hollywood is it's all contract work. So when you work, you make you make a lot higher kind of hourly rate than a normal job does. But then you're on unemployment for 2, 3, 4 months straight. So it's like it kind of balances itself out. So the writer's strike is over. The actors are working on getting their strike hopefully resolved soon, and production can start up. But it's also a tricky time because usually once Thanksgiving hits, Hollywood kind of just stops working until January. They just say...
Oh, is that right?
And they just pretty much kind of say F it for most of December. So they'll work a little bit, but they take, 2-3 weeks off, week for Thanksgiving. So it gets real slow. So she might not go back to work until, early next year, but at least the strike's over. That was the big thing.
Yeah. So the writers are a little bit like Congress. They don't.
Yes, except we root for the writers. The writers are the good guys.
Oh, no question about that. Yeah. Well,
in that sense. Anyways, thanks for joining us. We'll be back Saturday for college football coverage. Join us then, and good luck with all your bets.